Okay, here we go. I can show them how to do it when I'm in the zone. Before we start, let me puff that indigo. If I thrust, guaranteed you gon' feel it though. My intro for this real shit. When I walked the bridge and we built it. Two hoes got the boy on kill cliff. My team good and we rollin'. It ain't really hard to see that I'm fresher. I'm a F5 with Brock Lesnar. We ain't got time to listen. Yo, lecture. Let him put the title up and I get your bitch. Ask me, never made up.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Dead on Dave. And you are here for the copious review of Monday Night Raw. What the hell did we just see at the end? These are my legacy. What the hell just happened? Why was Shane dancing like an asshole? Why was he flubbing his lines? He looked like he was about to cry. I think he may have wet himself. I would probably do the same if I was in his shoes. I don't know. Vince was funny, but not on purpose. Vince falling out of the ring at the end is one of my favorite things I've ever seen in my life. What the hell happened at the end? This was a really, really good Monday Night Raw, but the ending, I'm very disappointed in how the ending went. I really am. I was expecting a little bit more. It seemed rushed. It also seemed like maybe Vince might have been thrown off his game a little bit because I believe the injury to Neville might be serious. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the entire show, things that happened, things that didn't happen, what hit, what missed, and a whole lot more. We're also going to take your calls on Skype, David Vancura, DAVIDVANCURA, and on the number 702-751-2902. But not right this second. Give me a few minutes. Let me get through the notes, and then I will take your calls. Big shout out to everyone in the chat. Pittsburgh Boy, DJ Anime, Joe Martin, Chris Payne, Matt Ernie, Michael Mendoza. Hadn't seen him in a long time. Joe Martin, Terry Snow Queen. We see everybody up in here. Thank you guys for hanging out with your copious fat man, dude. We're about to get crazy up in here because this was a crazy Monday Night Raw. It really was surprisingly good. It shouldn't be a big surprise, though. It really shouldn't have been because they kind of needed to deliver. Look, it wasn't perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but this was a really serviceable Raw in many, many different regards. So, I see my man Jeff Huffman, Grandson 87, co-host of the weekly baseball show Touch 'Em All right here. We're going to get into all of this. Oh, I'm very excited. Let's jump right in. Let's not wait too long here. Let's start knocking this out. We're going to start with the beginning. We don't need to start with the end. Usually I would like to talk about the main event, but Jesus, that ending took away some shit for me tonight. I did not like that ending. Aside from the Undertaker looking amazing. The Undertaker looks incredible. Wow. As we get going on the copious amounts of notes, make sure you hit the like button, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Do it. You can do it. You can do it. Go ahead and do it. All right, so look, no screwing around this week, no 20-minute opening promo, none of that. They go right to a match, a title match, the tag team titles, the League of Booty versus the New Day, and it was the Xavier Woods edition. Xavier Woods, Big E, Langston defending the titles. They do their regular shtick, and they were heelish. You know, they weren't very heelish on Roadblock, but they were more heelish tonight, although that would change later on, I think. We got an interesting match. For one, I gotta give Rusev and Alberto Del Rio, which if you're a long fan of this show, you know I don't give Alberto Del Rio very much love, but I will tonight, man. I will tonight because they had a better match with the New Day than Barrett and Sheamus did at Roadblock. This was a really, really solid match. Rusev on the pre-show, Rusev later on. Del Rio and Rusev seem to have a really good relationship. Rusev called him a perro earlier on the pre-show. Rusev running around kind of messing with the fans about the Lana thing. Rusev is impressing me. He's impressing me. I'm liking what he's doing. Later on in the night, Del Rio actually slapped Rusev in the face. These were really subtle things that you probably did not catch because it was hysterical. Really, really funny. I enjoyed the match, though. I thought it was a very, very well wrestled match all the way around. Love what Xavier Woods is. I am afraid of those boots, though. I'm afraid of those shoes. Aren't you afraid that someone's going to land on that and just poke their eye out. I thought Big E might have done it. I thought Big E might have hit that thing and impaled his eye socket, and then blood and eye boogers and everything would be all over the place. Speaking of eye boogers, Jesus Christ. Stop it. All right, there we go. So I was worried about that. So the match itself, the numbers definitely played into it, but that's not the story. It's what happened after. Xavier Woods getting the victory with a handful of trunks, and then the League of Nations just went ham. They lost their goddamn mind, and they beat the shit out of all three of the New Day members. Hit all kinds of maneuvers. Everybody hit their finishers. It was pretty damn brutal, man. I thought it was a really brutal ending. Thought it was well sold. Xavier Woods took that finisher from Del Rio nastily and got himself hung up there. It was really cool. It was just a very well done ending. I thought it came off really well. I thought it looked awesome. And essentially it turns the New Day into faces, sort of. I mean, look, they may not be long-term faces. I don't think that's what anybody wants, but certainly now there is a clear divide of who's the bad and who's the good, which WWE loves that. They like when it's black and white, They like when things are very easy to figure out because the kids can go with that. I think they might have been a little bit confused going forward, but luckily the New Day is over anyway, so I don't know. I thought it was a really solid way to kick off the show. 25 minutes of just ass kickery. I enjoyed that. Thought it went very, very well. Obviously, somebody ate their bootios this week. I'll tell you that. And I think it was them friggin' writers. Let me tell you, Grand Slam 87. Plus, Rusev is caught in the dead center of the Lana Vortex. The Lana Vortex is a very real thing. You should not invoke the name of the Lana Vortex so casually. It will entrap you. It will ensnare you. The hairy Virgin snare. It's not good. I hope hers is hairy. I'm just saying. I don't even know why I came up with that, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm assuming that it's fuzzy, like really classily fuzzy. I'm going to get off that subject. Okay. So, yeah, it was good. We got to see all the finishers there and Steiner Recliner by Rusev and all that. It was great. All right. So after that, they did not stop with the crazy. Dean Ambrose comes right out. And once again, just killing it on the mic. Really doing a good job, man. Just continuing to make his presence known. And his promo was good. And it was just all about getting Brock out there. And then that's when shit got interesting, because out comes Heyman, who cuts a fantastic promo, sells the hell out of this match as a legitimate main event. And I mean, look, anytime Brock Lesnar is in a match, it should feel like a main event. And let me tell you, Heyman absolutely sold it as such. He did a great job of making you feel like this match was can't miss. And it felt that way. I liked it. I liked the concept. I like this promo. I always do. I also love Brock's reactions. I like Brock's gesturing towards the ring, then going towards the ring. I love the fact that friggin' Ambrose whips out a goddamn crowbar of all weapons. How good was that? Jay Davis in the chat. Dave, you copious bastard. What's up? What's up, Jay Davis? Real talk, Metaphor Messiah, the official musician of Dead on Day Productions. Did you hear that song at the beginning of the show? The intro? He did that shit. He's the man. All right. So, I loved it. I loved the whole thing with Dean and Brock. I thought it was very well done. Made me convinced that this was the right move. Yes, people are going to continue to go back and forth on, should I be upset that Dean did not win the title? Here's the thing. I think there's a very good opportunity that Dean Ambrose walks out of WrestleMania as the victor. And people can say, well, you can't have Brock lose. He's got to save that. Save what? Save what rub? Isn't it time to let the rub go? And even if he does lose, remember, this is a street fight. No DQs. Falls count anywhere. It's a protection match. It's a gimmick match. And why do we know the gimmicks matches work for protection? Because this is why Dean Ambrose is still relevant. Because the fact that he lost up until about 9 months ago, but it was all gimmick matches. It protected him. And it will do the same thing for Brock Lesnar, because I'm sure he will disappear for a while shortly after. Come back, put the Wyatts over, and hopefully that'll be it. Who knows? Who knows what's left for Brock Lesnar at this point? But that's then. This is now. Let's get back to it. I just really did enjoy everything that Ambrose said, letting the beast off his leash and all that. It was just well done. It was a lot of fun. After that, yes, I was afraid that there would be a little bit of a lull, and there kind of was. We got Ryback and Sin Cara. Look, just the fans didn't care about it, and that's unfortunate, because this was not a bad match. I like the new attitude of Ryback. I kind of wish they would combine the new attitude with the ring style that Ryback was doing a few weeks ago, where he was going faster, a little bit more high risk. He was doing things just very much more interesting. Sin Cara, when he gets going, he can be very good at what he does. And it's pretty, it was not a bad match. It wasn't a bad match, but it wasn't a great match either. Hard to keep someone interested in a match like this, where there's the big guy, little guy. I liked Ryback's little promo after the match. It was virtually a throwaway segment, but nothing terrible by any stretch. Nothing terrible by any stretch of the imagination at all. So Ryback gets the victory and then calls out Kalisto after the match. So there you go. They're really putting over the size thing, you know? They really are. We see that Stephanie will be coming out after the break, and I just remember going, damn, yeah. God, Stephanie's fine. Good Lord, I love that woman. So gorgeous. Oh, and the boobies. I do love the boobies. I'm just saying. I'm just putting that out there. I like the boobies. I do. All right, so Stephanie comes out, and she just gives an introduction to Triple H, who does a fantastic job. Yet this segment surprised me. This segment surprised me, not because of what Triple H did. Look, Triple H has been absolutely killing it on the microphone for a lot longer than just the last few weeks. I mean, he's always been really good at cutting these promos, but the promo he cut tonight was awesome. It was awesome. And some fans were kind of giving him the ass a little bit. I didn't like that. The boring chants were kind of unnecessary, I felt, because I thought it was a really, really good promo. It was super effective. I love when he rips the fans like that. I love when he tells everybody just how awful they are and how just describing everybody's life. For a second there, I was going like, yeah, I am just kind of waiting for death. Fuck. Yeah, that's kind of what happened to me for most of that promo. Really good job. The last thing I was expecting was Ziggler to come out. That was shocking to me. I liked that he came out in a suit. The suit threw me off. I thought that he was going to be, subjugating himself, basically. I thought he was going to be, pledging his allegiance to the authority in some way, shape, or form. But he doesn't, and he kind of rushes his promo. It doesn't come out very well. Ziggler's not a good talker. I think he jumped the gun. Stephanie looked genuinely surprised when he started talking about firing. She was like, I didn't threaten you tonight, you jackass. I did not threaten you at all. It's crazy. Swaggy J23, he's finally being positive. I don't know if that's directed at me, but I just calls it how I sees it. I'm like the least negative reviewer, and I get called out. I get accused of wearing WWE rose-colored goggles all the time. So I don't know if that was to me, but that's all right. I did enjoy everything that Dolph did for the most part, because it just got to this really good point. I felt the promise of picking any match that he wanted, except for the title match, of course, was a really nice touch. It really made you feel like Ziggler was going to win this match no matter who they put in front of him. And of course, it ended up being Triple H. What I liked about this segment so much was when Stephanie said it, Hunter looks legitimately surprised. Like he didn't know that was coming. He's like, bitch, what? Okay. And it was pretty good. So it was very interesting, the whole damn thing. I loved Ziggler reacting. I feel like doing the crowd stuff a little bit too ham-fisted. But Stephanie doing a great job of calling it out as very John Cena-esque. Nice little touch there. Little stab in the ceiling. You little punk, fuck you. Kind of like that. It was just a really good segment. Just solid, man. Just really, really solid. And, you know, things are coming together for WrestleMania. Some stuff is coming together. And I don't know if Ziggler is going to be doing some kind of program with Stephanie. It certainly looks like that because he's attacking her. I don't know if she's going to be hiring somebody to beat the hell out of Ziggler. Maybe she'll get the rest of the remainder of the Spirit Squad to come and take him out at WrestleMania. How good that would be. Oh my goodness, that would be hilarious. Hilarious. But I thought it was a really well done segment. A little out of left field. Nobody was really expecting something like that. And I thought that was something I really wanted to see. Alien Quinn says, this week I'm buying the poster paper and getting all my posters ready for Mania. Sure, I'll have a Dead on Dave poster. I'll tweet it to you, Dave, whenever I have it. That's awesome, man. I appreciate that. Dude. Amazing. Thank you. WrestleMania Dead on Dave, just hashtag copious. I'll know what it means. I don't care if anybody else knows what it means. Maybe DOD hashtag copious. Boom. Bang. Loved it. I would love it. Make sure everybody in the chat, Joe, Martin, Matt, Ernie, Alien, Quinn, SF Boy, all you guys, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Also, if you want to check out some really good merch, man, you're going to WrestleMania, why don't you rep some Dead on Dave gear, huh? Go over to www.deadondave.spreadshirt.com. We got all kinds of good stuff, man. All kinds of good stuff. Go ahead and check out. Look, we got the Copious shirt. We got many others. Make sure you check it out. Buy a couple shirts. Buy something. Get some coffee, you know, whatever. Or if you just feel like supporting the channel, you can donate to the channel right in the description box of this video. See the link, donate to the channel, and it helps me continue on doing cool stuff like building my green screen and other projects that I'm doing to improve the channel. So you guys are supporting this channel directly, and I am putting it right back into it, whether it be if I'm buying more content for the channel like I did with WWE 2K16, which I bought just for the purpose of making videos for you guys. You guys are supporting that. So thank you guys very much for that. All right, back to it. We get a tease for the Undertaker stuff. That's fine and dandy doodly doodly. Then we get Sami Zayn versus The Miz, and you put Owens on commentary. I'm happy. Zayn hit all kinds of really nice moves. His little flips and stuff like that. The moonsault off the barrier was really nice. I'm not going to sit here and blow The Miz, but I am going to do this. I am going to say this. And I don't think it gets said enough about The Miz, how serviceable the guy is. And in virtually any role. I just hate his gimmick. I hate when he's the over Hollywood douchebag. He's overly Hollywood. Just a little bit Hollywood would be fine. But he goes to extremes. I mean, it's ridiculous. The action and all that. I hate it. Jesus Christ. Scale down a little bit because he's unbelievably talented in the ring at helping putting guys over. He sells really well. The Miz is very serviceable in what he does. Kevin Owens, fantastic on the mic, on commentary, as always. The interaction with Byron Saxton, in particular this week. Byron never does anything good. He didn't do anything good here, but he did antagonize the fuck out of Kevin Owens. Love that. Same thing with Michael Cole. I like JBL and Kevin Owens speaking to each other. I thought that was very well done. But the match really spoke for itself in a lot of ways. Kevin Owens actually costing The Miz the match in a way because he got involved. The Miz hit him and then drew Kevin's attention. And then boom, haluva kick. You're done. See you later. Sami Zayn gets the victory. He gets the victory. And I like seeing Sami Zayn win matches on Monday Night Raw. You know, I enjoyed that. I thought it was very well done. So good job, Sami Zayn. It looks like we are moving towards a multi-man match for the Intercontinental title. And you can't teach that. Well, you can teach it, but you can't beat that. And I'm pretty excited about that. So it should be pretty solid. Pretty solid. Next, we got the next type of lull. At least I was thinking it was going to be a lull. Brie Bella, Alicia Fox versus Tamina and Naomi. Now, this turned out to be a little bit more interesting than I originally thought. The match not so much. But everything that happened after and kind of during with Lana, once again, coming out and sitting on the announce table. Please do that all the time. JBL basically called Byron Saxton a friggin' fruit. Love that. That was funny. That was good. I'm just trying to watch the match. You can't watch the match when the Vortex is sitting on your table. My God. Just, love me some Lana. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with how gorgeous this woman is. It's rough. It's very difficult. It really is. The match was the match. It wasn't anything fantastic. Bree, once again, losing. No Daniel Bryan. I thought that maybe he'd be getting involved, but he did not. He was just there for the hospital visits earlier in the day. After the match is when it got interesting. Paige with her new witchy haircut with the white in it. Kind of sexy. Kind of hot. Kind of digging it. A little bit too much Makeup, though, for Paige. I like when she's a little more natural, but she was really had it gunked on there, you know? Like, here, let me hook you up. The Hawa special. So she did a little backstage promo, and then Lana starts talking shit, gets Paige all uppity, and then Team Bad comes to Lana's side. So to me, this is setting up, yes, we knew there was going to be a second Divas match, but nobody gave a crap about Brie and Lana in and of itself. But having potential sixth-woman Divas match, that could be a little bit more interesting. That could be a little bit more fun. I like the potential here, and it saves us from Lana in a one-on-one competition because that could be disastrous. So, not so bad there. Pretty decent idea. As long as it's pre-show or after musical guest or before musical guest, something like that. All right, so not terrible. Not terrible. But I get to see Lana, so I'm pretty happy about that. After that, we get I'm not even going to talk about the Burger King commercial, although it was funny. It was funny, but there's no point in talking about that. Then we get a little backstage segmento with Charlotte. Not really much came of it. I mean, Charlotte's doing a good job of being a heel. I'm enjoying what she's doing. She is really good looking as well. Do we really need Ric Flair there anymore? I think that's the question that people are asking at this point. How much more do we need of Flair? I think he's basically given all the rub to Charlotte that he possibly can. I think it might be time for pull the ripcord for Mr. Flair. Just my opinion. After that, we got my dead spot of the night. By far the worst thing for me. Usos versus Bo Dallas and Heath Slater. Could not have cared less about that match. I mean, or I could have cared less, I guess. No, it was terrible. Terrible match. Awful, boring. Just, I could not get into it. I can't seem to give a fuck about the Usos. They're just so bleh, you know? They really are. They don't do much for me. The Dudleys on commentary didn't do much for me. It's just, it was what it was. And it was a squash on top of it. So, I don't know. But luckily, that was followed directly by a high spot. Maybe the biggest high spot for me of the night. I loved this. Ambrose and Mick Foley. Look, Mick Foley has had some really ugly returns where they haven't always been good, crisp, well thought out. Tonight was all of those things. It was fantastically thought out. It felt real. It felt very natural. It was really good. Mick looked amazing. This is the best Mick has looked in years. I like that he wasn't doing his whole hardcore like voice thing where he was like being Mankind or Cactus Jack or anything. He was just talking, and I like that. I enjoyed the fact that he was getting into Ambrose's head of why he does what he does, basically getting the exact same answer of why he did what he did. And that was kind of cool. And then Mick Foley passed the torch, or in this case, the Barbie. Yes, a barbed wire baseball bat that seemed to make Dean Ambrose happier than when he discovered his first erection, or more importantly, what that erection can possibly lead to. He looked happy, and the bat looked great. Things are getting interesting for that fight. It actually left me wanting more Foley, which I can't say that has been the case in almost any of his other returns in the past few years. Usually he overstays his welcome. Even when it's just a one-off appearance, they go too long. They don't work that well. He's in the ring where he has to be a little bit more off the cuffish. This was controlled in the back. It made sense. I really did enjoy it. I wish they would have kind of alluded to their history. They had a little bit of history back when Dean Ambrose was Johnny Moxley. In fact, this is how they were going to bring him into the WWE, was with Mick Foley, but the storyline was so personal, they ended up dropping it. It was really, really personal, but very cool. I thought the segment was amazingly well. I really did. I liked it. I thought, damn, that was just, it was just badass. It was just one of those things. It was badass. Speaking of badass, Dolph Ziggler and the game. I am the game. Yes. Oh my God. Dolph Ziggler got every single ounce of greatness that Triple H has in his body at this age. And let me tell you, it's more than people are ever going to give him credit for. Well, Triple H is like 45, isn't he? He's got to be somewhere around there. What he's doing, man. What he's doing right now at this age, in the type of matches now, this wasn't like 2 weeks later. He just had a big match, a very physical confrontation with Dean Ambrose at Roadblock, comes right back. And when you're in there with Dolph Ziggler, you kind of have to be on a different level because Dolph is kind of all over the place. I did notice as the match started, Dolph kind of downshifted. It seemed like he was working at a much slower speed, much more methodical, not really Dolph-like. I did notice that, but it did pick up as the match went on. And I thought it just was a really solid friggin' match. Physical, fun. It was just very well thought out. The one thing the game has always been able to do, the one thing Paul Levesque, Triple H, has always been able to do is just manage the ring and just know where to put people. Stephanie played her role outside very well, just jiggling the boobies around, and I've got the hiccups. Fuck you, Ziggler. I'm blaming Ziggler for the hiccups since he, gets blamed for everything else. So it's pretty damn impressive what he's doing at this age, and I really enjoyed this match. I did. I really did. Ziggler makes one mistake right at the end, gets pedigreed. Triple H gets the victory. There was a lot of false finishes. The crowd was really into it. I thought Ziggler was going to win because I would have liked to have seen him pick a match at WrestleMania. That would have been cool. But still, really nice victory. Just a Triple H showing that being able to do it at this age with different types of wrestlers, because I think we can all agree Dolph Ziggler and Dean Ambrose are two very different type of guys. And, the question does become, what can he do with Roman Reigns? Is Roman Reigns coming back? When is he going to be there? And then, yes, Roman Reigns returns. He reemerges, but he doesn't come through the crowd. Is this a new thing? Is he done with the crowd? Are they making a change to Roman Reigns? Is it finally happening? It's a small change, but it's a change nonetheless. Reigns looks pissed. He doesn't have a microphone in his hand. Thank God for that. He just comes down to the ring and they start a fighting. This is what we've been waiting for. I want to show you something because I think it's important. The crowd was not digging him. I think they were a little bit unfair. Not at first. Go ahead and hate on him as what you want. Somebody captured the captioning here. William Garcia, Roman Reigns, and the crowd boos. And it's in the caption. I love that. I think for some reason that's hilarious to me. Crowd booing. I think that's great. I really do. But, Pittsburgh was not very hospitable to Roman Reigns, the Samoan badass. But still, it was well done. Roman was a nut job. And this is what you need with Roman Reigns. This is what you want to see out of Roman Reigns, man. Really. This is what you want to see. Absolute nut job. And just going crazy, losing his shit, throwing him all over the place. He got attacked by some crazy fucking fan, too. Did you see that? Over by there was one of the barricades closest to the aisle entrance. There was a chick who was like selfieing him or something, and she like freaked out. It's like she had a hand down her pants or something because she was touching on Reigns and she was screaming like a jackass. Oh my God, she lost her mind. And it was pretty amazing. I don't blame her, man. Look, I may not be the biggest Roman Reigns guy in the world, but I'd fuck him. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there. Whatever. You're a homo. Maybe. For him, it's okay. According to Matt Kazar, there's plenty of guys you could be gay for and not actually be gay. So, Matt Kazar, Schaffen Point, shout out. After all of that, Triple H gets busted open the hard way, it looked like. He got hit by a damn case. They were throwing shit at each other. There was some hilarity. Go back and watch it. Triple H throws a big case on the ground, and a ref just busts his shit right on it, man. Just absolutely busts his damn shin. And he actually goes off camera to... I thought he really got hurt. I thought that was so funny. Well, when he came back in and he showed he wasn't hurt, then I thought it was funny. I didn't want anybody to be hurt, but that was funny to me. It's like, just stubbed his shit. That was great. Roman showed an aggressive side, which I think we need. You don't necessarily need him to be heel, but you need him to be like this. Wild, uncontrollable psychopath. That's what you need. That's all you need. Don't undo this on Thursday by having him talk. Keep him away. Just have him throw fists. Have him not just beat up Triple H, beat up plenty of people. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. Look, I'm not saying that we've found the holy grail for Roman Reigns. And like Given Name Family Name, who I think is wrong on just about everything he ever says, he's finally good now. Nope, it's just a good high spot that anyone can pull off. For one, not everybody can pull off those high spots, by the way. We've seen Roman Reigns not pull off those high spots. For one. Two, it's okay if it's a high spot like that, if that's what works for this guy. This is what needs to work for this guy. This is what helps get him over. It's what helped get him over in the past, is just sticking to something that he can do. What is wrong with being in your strength? You guys watch my shows. You guys heard me a million times. You know my sound off, my sign off. The last thing I say before I go off shows is, if you don't have talent, have talented friends. A lot of people are probably wondering what the hell that means. Like, they just think it's a self-deprecating bullshit that I say at the end. No, it's not. It actually has something that's very relevant to Roman Reigns. When I was in the Army, I was in the Army for 10 years. Most of you guys know that. Wounded Warrior Project, baby. Boom. When I was in the Army, I learned a lot about many, many, many different things. I led troops. I followed other great sergeants. But the one thing you realize really quickly is you can't do everything. You're going to have strengths. You're going to have weaknesses. And the important thing is to be able to acknowledge those strengths. But more importantly, acknowledge those weaknesses. So the things that you don't do well, you can't continue to try to do them, or you're going to fuck everything up for everybody. So when you don't have those strengths, you surround yourself with people who have strengths where you're weak, thus making everything stronger. In other words, where you don't have talent, you bring in your talented friends. Okay, so with Roman Reigns, you need to surround him with people and situations that best highlight what he's capable of doing. That's all it gets to it, you know? That's all there is to it. It's that simple, you know? So I thought it was well done. I like that everybody in the world had to try to calm down the Usos and Mark Henry, and for some reason Jack Swagger, who was probably just getting ready to go tear down the ring after the show because that's probably what he does now. It was interesting. It was interesting, to say the least, and brutal. Well done. Well done. Fans didn't appreciate it in Pittsburgh, but it's one time where I'm going to say the boos didn't bother me. Not in the least. It was a good segment. It restores a little bit of hope that this match can be pulled off. Not exactly sure how yet, but we're moving in the right direction. It's probably going to get wiped out by Thursday, but we'll see. Goldust and R-Truth, another segment. They got to be in the high teens now in segments of this Golden Truth thing. Jesus Christ, just fuck. Will they just fuck already? Please. Somebody get gold paint on their dicks is all I'm asking here. This is ridiculous. Let's just get this thing done with. Truth in a penguin suit. I love what he said about the 12-foot penguin, or a pigeon, that 12-year-old pigeon with a limp. That was funny. Some good lines there, but, you know, it is what it's run its course. This joke is over. It's done. It's over. But you know what? I'll take the levity, because after that, we got a very serious situation. I think very serious. In fact, I'm going to be looking for updates because I want to know just how serious. Y2J comes out. Y2J, baby! And he does his Y2J thing, as we're used to him doing. And he does a very good job of being a super heel, yelling at children. Love that. Love when he yells at kids. Go ahead, Chris. Yell at kids. I love it. Yelling at everybody, really. I still think it's weak. The whole premise is you chose AJ. It's weak, but okay. It's thin. Maybe not weak. Certainly thin. But because it's Jericho and AJ, it works. You know, we're going to let it pass. Then he has a match with Neville. This match didn't look right from the beginning. I don't know what it was. Neville kind of looked off. I'm not sure if he went into the match not stretched out properly. This is why we do our wrestling warm-up before Raws and SmackDowns and stuff. You got to warm up. You got to limber up. Because it just, I don't know, Neville didn't look right. And then towards the end of the match, Neville just, it looked like he hurt himself even before the Hurricanrana. And you could just tell that he's never really had a knee injury like that before. At least I don't think he has, because he tried to come up and there was just nothing there in that knee or his ankle. I'm not sure what he got hurt. No idea. No idea what he got hurt. None. But he blew something out. His Achilles, his knee, something got blowed out. And it did not look good. But then it got more interesting, because you could hear Y2J, Chris Jericho, you could hear him be very upset and concerned over Neville. And this is where shit got real, because I heard clear as day Chris ask if he's okay, and then he rolls him up. They were just trying to end the match, which tells me that there is something seriously wrong. If it was just a sprain, they wouldn't have ended the match. That's another reason why I know something's wrong here. But Neville, it looked like Neville wiggled out of the count, or Charles Robinson just didn't count to 3. And Jericho lost his shit, and you could hear him scream, "What are you doing? He's hurt." You heard it. Kayfabe died in the middle of the ring. But you know what? I'm okay with it in this situation. Jericho's there. Jericho's number one job being the operative word, is to put these guys over. You know? Put these guys over, and that's all right. You know what I'm saying? But protecting these guys, I think that's a job that Jericho takes very seriously. Being in the business as long as he's been in, he knows how important it is to make sure these guys get out of matches safely. And I think he looked like a mother hen, dude. He looked very protective. And him and Charles Robinson really got in some shit there. I mean, for realsies. There was no bullshit there. It definitely looked looked like something serious happened. And that was kind of scary. It was kind of scary because Y2J was pissed. So can't really give that segment any type of a rating. It just kind of was. It just felt real. So it didn't take away from anything. And then AJ comes out. It looked like he got ready in a hurry. Didn't even have his little thing on, but he was just going to brawl anyway. And all he did was hit the damn phenomenal elbow, I believe they're calling it now. Okay. So setting up, obviously, a match in the for WrestleMania. Obviously, that's coming, and that's okay. I can watch them go again. Great match, great fights, and I'm sure the WrestleMania match will be the best of the bunch from them. After that, WWE pleads for you to tell the Dish Network not to drop USA. Don't drop the USA Network. These things happen all the time, though. Dish Network and the satellite companies, they always threaten the network stuff. And the NBC, who owns everything, they own USA, and they might get dropped. And it sucks, but it is what it is. This all leads us to the ending. This leads us to Vince coming out, being very awkward and weird. I think he was a little bit taken aback by Neville getting hurt. I think he was a little concerned. He just looked off. Brings out the Undertaker. 4 minutes, that intro tonight for the Undertaker. Unfucking believable. 4 minutes. Holy God. 4 minutes. That was painful. Painful. I wanted to die. Just 4 minutes to get to the ring. And I don't even know if it's on purpose anymore. But, all right, that's an unfair joke because he looked really good. He does look good. He looks like he is in great, great shape. He really does. So that's impressive. And, we're seeing what we're seeing here at this point. We're getting it going with these two. Vince had a funny line, was like, I shouldn't have brought this up, and I apologize. And then Shane O'Mac comes out very hurriedly. He flubs all kinds of lines. He seemed lost. Seemed like he was going to cry at one point. And then, you see, these are my legacy. Right here, these are my legacy. I am the Phenom, and I will drag you to hell, Shane. I will take you with my legacy fist and give you a fisting that you never thought was possible. I'm talking to the elbow, and I am not Vince's bitch. No, I thought the segment just fell flat. It just didn't do anything for me. Unfortunately, I don't like that. I don't want to see that shit. I like these guys. And with everything else that was so good on Raw, I just felt that this was primed to be a big segment, Big segment, send it off in grand style. But then Shane's talking about how he's going to use his brain and put oxygen into the Undertaker's body and all kinds of weird shit. I don't know, man. It just fell flat. Absolutely fell flat. Flat like my ball sack after my nights with Michelle McCool. So I don't know. It just, I was expecting a little bit more from the ending. If this would have been earlier in the show, I probably would have forgave it a little bit more. But based off everything else that we saw throughout the night, just needed to be a little bit better. Shane was awful. He was really bad tonight. And apparently, he was not good in the other promos either. He was messing up lines, but you just didn't really catch him, So, I don't know. But overall, man, I thought the show was very solid tonight. Very well done. Smart, effective. They had lots of star power. They set some matches up, or in the matches that they didn't set up directly for WrestleMania, they got us down the road going in the right direction for them. I thought it was just very smartly done. So, And some other things, some matches that you didn't even know got made are getting made right now. And we have some of those matches because what we do here at Dead on Day Productions, we are a full service. We go above and beyond. We look for the subtlety. We find the matches that you didn't know were being made. We got them. We got them. So we have official WrestleMania 32 announcements. So here you go. Here you go. Here's the first one. Dolph Ziggler, Stephanie McMahon in a bra and panties match. This match needs to happen. It's signed. It's happening. The only question is, does Dolph Ziggler wear underwear? I don't think he does. And you know what? I'm really hoping Stephanie doesn't either. With any luck, she does not either. So we got that. We also got another match that was subtly kind of hinted towards as well. We got the Please Don't Fire Me triple threat match. Yes, 3 guys desperately trying to hold on to their jobs. Damian Sandow, Jack Swagger, who they'll never fire because he puts up the damn rings like you wouldn't believe. He does a great job of just keeping, he probably serves catering. Jack Swagger is doing any job that WWE will let him do. And of course, Tyler Breeze was his name? I don't even remember at this point. Poor Tyler Breeze. They made such a big deal of his promotion. Such a big deal. And it just, nope. I think he lost to Zack Ryder on Superstars. Not good. Not good. After that, we got another one, a really good one here. This one's exciting. This is the I'm Not Senile match. And it's Ric Flair in his wonderful red robe and Vince McMahon. I'm not senile, damn it. This is a great match. This one, to prove for the ages who is not losing their minds, even though both of them very well could be. So this one could go down to the wire. This one could go down to the wire. We also have, I believe, another Ric Flair match. Yes, Ric Flair is pulling double duties as he is competing with Jerry Lawler in the I Didn't Grab Her Ass match. I mean, there you go. There you go. I mean, I did not grab her ass match. I mean, it's apropos. It's apropos. They could also have the whose wife is currently younger match. That match also could happen. We got one more match that was announced for WrestleMania 32 that you guys probably didn't know about. We do got one more, and this is my favorite. It's the Please Let Me Back In match between Hulk Hogan and Kurt Angle. Please let me back in. Please. Well, let me tell you something, dude. Let me back in, brother. I'll never say the N-word again. I'll just make fun of the Jews, brah. And Kurt Angle doesn't. He's just like, I'll drink some milk. So there you go. There you go. Those are the matches that you didn't know were happening at WrestleMania 32. You're welcome. This is what I do for you guys, man. I go above and beyond, and I have amazing people who do this investigating. This is attributed to my good friend, Sal, the Copious Graphics Guru. Of course, if you need graphics, everything you see done on this channel is done by Sal. Make sure you hit him up. It's in the description box. Check him out on Twitter. White Death Graphics. Go check them out in the description box. Also in the description box, you can donate to the channel if you're so inclined and help me continue to build a green screen and all kinds of good stuff, and I greatly appreciate it. So there you have it. I give tonight's show a 7.5. Thought it was pretty good. Not the greatest, certainly not the worst, but a right direction. So, but now it's time. It's not Vader time. It's let's get to some phone calls time. So let's open up the phone lines. Call on in. Let's take our first call tonight. 901-901. You're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
What is up, Dave? How are you doing, man?
I'm living large. Who is this? Is this Raw?
Yeah.
God,
also known as given name, family name.
I've got to label you. You're just. I don't want to hear about how awful everything is. You're you're walking death. You're walking.
Look,
death.
I'm going to.
And I have to do this. I got to rip you. I have to rip you because it's a long time coming. This ripping is a long time coming. I feel like you need this ripping because you are old, man. You are, and I'm old, man, Dave. But you are like really old, and all you do.
I am 19.
You are 119, maybe. You're like, get off my lawn. You regurgitate all the things that you hear on the fucking in the chats of. It just drives me crazy. Anyway, what do you got for me tonight?
Look, hey, man. In my defense, all my own stupidity is my own stupidity. I do not steal that from anywhere else.
No. It's not your own. It's regurgitated. You've been poisoned. You've been poisoned. I've watched you, and you've been poisoned.
The only show I listen to is this one, Stone Cold Steve Austin, which I don't know how to get poisoned anything there. My brain cell's dying.
Well, hell, son, fucking Stone Cold. You want to drink some beers? I don't know.
Now, if I was saying that the DDT, if the DDT is abused today, then you would know.
At least yours was worse than mine because my Stone Cold was not good tonight. So thank you for making me look better by comparison.
It was.
Well, Jesus Christ, son. Well, don't you know Stone Cold will walk into there? Oh, God. Awful. I'm going to stop. What do you got for me, dude?
Okay. So, all right. Am I allowed to talk about Roman Reigns or not?
Talk about whatever you want, but get to the fucking... Come on. Okay. Fuck me. I've got other goddamn callers. Fuck me. Come on.
Okay,
my pussy,
let's just say
my pussy is wet.
New day.
It's wet. It's flowering. My pussy is wide open. Stick your cock in it. Come on.
Okay, let's start out with my positivity.
No, let's not start out. Positivity. You get one thing. Pick one thing, think of it, and go. You wasted all your time. You got one thing, go.
New Day, that match was amazing, and I thought that the League of Booty came out looking very good, even though Sheamus still looks like a total
They look great.
They looked amazing, but then Sheamus sitting there, let's go,
Yeah, no, I thought the whole thing was good. I agree.
I thought the whole thing was good, but Sheamus. I'm gonna leave on that. I thought the whole thing was good.
I didn't hate Sheamus. Didn't even hate Sheamus.
He was standing in the spotlight every time anybody did something. He was right there, right in the shot, and I was like, ugh.
Apparently, something happened on the pre-show with Booker T and Tom Phillips. I did not see that.
Booker T's having a lot of drama lately. Didn't there were the rumors about him and someone else getting in like some kind of argument?
Last week there was some kind of argument. I don't know. He's weird. Anyway, what else you got? I'll let you get one more thing, and then I'm throwing your ass out of it.
Okay. I thought that the crowd was sadly not very good.
At times tonight they were really, really solid, but most of it, they were weird. Like Triple H is sitting there giving one of his best promos, like ever, like a really, really good promo. And they're chanting boring at a weird time. I don't know. I'm going to have
to disagree with that. I think Triple H has been giving the same promo for a month straight about authority. I think they're good. They're good. They're fantastic. But I just think it's the same kind of promo over and over.
He's playing right now. The promos have been similar because it's the same shtick. But I mean, he's given many different promos throughout the course of his career. But it's the same shtick, but he's evolving it every time. I mean, he took you on a journey tonight and told you why you wish you were dead. That was fucking great.
Yeah. That's pretty much all I got. I could riff on Roman Reigns, but I figure other people are going to do that.
You can rip on Roman Reigns for past shit. You can't rip on him for tonight. He didn't do anything wrong tonight.
Oh, I can. Don't challenge me.
You're the worst. You're the worst type of person. I got to go. I can't deal with you anymore. He's gone. Pittsburgh boy, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got? Don't worry, I got rid of the bad man. He can't hurt your Roman anymore.
That's good.
What the fuck do you got? Why was there silence? You're calling into a radio show, Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, you're calling in to a radio show. What do you got?
I said what's good.
What do you got?
What's good?
Is that that's good? That's what you got? All right, bye. Fuck. Give this motherfucker every opportunity to talk. 718, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got? He hung the fuck up. Callers, we're about to fight tonight. Callers, we're going to drop some fucking elbow drops. Holy shit. Pittsburgh, I'm not taking your call. Fuck off. Fuck off, Pittsburgh. Go the fuck away. More callers, 702-751-2902. Or use Skype. David Vancura, DAVIDVANCURA. I'm going to lose my mind if I have to talk to Pittsburgh. Oh my God. Oh, thank you. Michael Mendoza. His phone is working again. He's got a new phone, and he's calling in. Michael Mendoza is saving me from the mediocrity. Oh, because you know how to talk, and you know how to talk to a radio show. Michael Mendoza, thank you for returning. What do you got? You're live with Dead on Dave.
Oh, my God. What's up, Dave? How's it going, man?
I want to kill myself. That's what's going on.
That pit call just fucking killed me. I just heard it, and he was like, hey, what's up?
I want to bash my fucking brain in, dude.
Oh, man. How's it going, man? Yeah, my phone was all fucked up and everything.
It happens to the best of us. I'm doing pretty good after tonight's Raw, man. Once again, expectations were a little bit higher than they were for Roadblock, but still, they delivered tonight, I felt. So I'm doing good.
Yeah, I mean, for me, ultimately, it was more good than bad.
Absolutely.
So that there was some bad shit in there, of course, and stuff that we kind of rolled our eyes. But, for the most part, we still got some good stuff, some good progress towards WrestleMania. So I think so.
I agree. I agree. For the first time on this build, we got good progress towards WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think so. I think some of the people, they just are expecting so much more because this WrestleMania is being presented as like one of the biggest WrestleManias of all fucking time. So they're like expecting so much more.
But I talked about this on the warm-up a little bit, where it seems like the WWE knows, with all the injuries and everything, that they don't have the marquee wrestling matchups to sell this year. So they're really selling the spectacle. And that's why they've sold 85,000 plus tickets already, because they are selling the spectacle of WrestleMania. That's why the names have been announced the way they have, because it's the spectacle this year. Brock Lesnar, Dean Ambrose, not going to be a scientific match by any stretch, but now with Barbie involved as well, it's going to be a spectacle.
Yeah, I think honestly that was the best thing for me tonight. Was the Ambrose and Lesnar build. I think that was perfect from the promos, and Ambrose is he's just striking on all cylinders right now when he gets in that ring. Every time he just holds the crowd's attention so perfectly now. He was awesome tonight. The backstage thing with Foley and him was great.
Yeah.
I think that went great. So that was my favorite thing of the night. And I probably am going to get some hate on this, but also I think the second favorite thing of the night was probably the whole thing with Roman.
No, I agree with you. I'm
so,
you got Give a Damn Family Name. You got Raw, who's hating on Roman Reigns. Like tonight, there's nothing to hate on the guy about.
Well, because that's the thing. Ultimately, when it comes to Roman, for me, I look at it like, does he have a place in here in that business? And he does if they book him the right way. If they book him the right way and they give him the right tools to go ahead and be him, he has a great place in the business. But what they're doing with him is not what we want, and it's making him look like an idiot.
Well,
so
he doesn't always, even when they put him in the right spots, he
consistently
doesn't deliver. But tonight he did. Let's not talk about the things that he doesn't do right in the past. Let's talk about what he did right tonight, because he did a lot right tonight. Finally, he was what Heyman calls him. He was a Samoan badass.
Yeah, and we only get to see that every once in a while, which sucks, but we do see flashes of it. And every time we do see it, I'm like, well, see, this is the guy that I can get down with this guy here. Yeah. Like, I can watch this guy. I would want to watch him.
I think he should have decked an Uso. Just picked an Uso and decked him, and then screamed, "Don't call me Us!" Fuck the Us! And just
Mark Henry came out of nowhere. He's like, "You got your match. You got your match," and that was funny, man. Just seeing those guys come out. I love how
Swagger awkwardly jumped in, like, "No, don't do it." You're like,
that poor referee took a nasty.
You could tell that like
table.
Swagger just put down his mop for a second, stopped cleaning the floors just to get on some camera time.
Poor Swagger. I don't understand why he's still there, but I mean,
because he puts up a ring with the best of them. He's got to be the absolute best ring builder in the business. He has to be. Come here, you Oklahoma fuck. Get over here. Carry these beams. Put up the fucking ring.
But man, other than that, there was a few. Like I said, I don't enjoy watching. I'm so done with Ryback. I think. Like I can't do it anymore. For me, that he's like the Roman Reigns in my book. Like for me, like I just can't. I don't
blame you. You're not digging this new attitude at all. You're not digging the black trunks.
It's better than what we were getting before, I guess. But at the same time, they've been giving him more mic time, which is just so bad. Like every time he speaks, for me, it's just I don't know, like it's just so flat. So it's just, and then this match just doesn't make any sense to me. I know they're trying to do the big guy versus the little guy thing, but I mean, there's other guys on the roster. I think that could probably have a way better match with Kalisto.
I do.
And if for a WrestleMania, that would be something I could see on a regular pay-per-view. Fine, okay, I get it, whatever.
Yeah.
But on WrestleMania, really, you couldn't find somebody else. But
it just seems like they would have been better off going with like Neville and Kalisto. I think that.
Oh yeah.
That would have been really good, but.
Well, I thought they were probably going to put him in the IC title, picture there, probably have a multiple man match. But now with his injury, from what it looks like,
he blew something out. I don't know what, but they blew something out.
Yeah, because I think it was a backflip he did. I think it could have been that backflip when Jericho went to swipe his feet and he did this backflip, and then Jericho went out the ring and he came back in, and then from there it looked like the match was all over the place.
He kind of looked gimpy from the jump when he came into not gimpy, but he didn't look Neville-like,
Yeah, his kicks were like the kick rotation thing that he does, in the very beginning. It looked kind of off at first. So I don't know. I have no idea, man. But yeah, that looked serious. So that's fucked up for him and it's fucked up for us because I would have loved to seen him at WrestleMania.
Sure.
But I don't know, man. That sucks. But everything else was pretty decent, man. Like I said, there was a few bad things, but at the same time, we still got some good things and some good build. The last spot with the McMahons and Undertaker, I wanted to like it so much, but it still it just fell a little flat for me.
It was very flat. Very flat. Hey, look, I gotta take this call, Mendoza. I appreciate you calling in. Call back in a few. I gotta take this call because I gotta obey the rule I got one rule here on Dead on Day Productions, and I have to obey it. So, Mendoza, you call me back, okay?
Yeah, I got you, man.
All right, buddy.
Have a
Thanks
good
a lot, man. Joining me now is my good friend, my buddy, because I got one rule in this world, and that is when Tommy NC 2010 calls you, you pick up the phone. Joining me now is Tommy NC 2010 from YouTube, from Tosh.0, from MTV's Made. What's going on? The Prince of Positivity. How you doing, Tommy?
Oh, I'm doing dandy. I'm doing fine.
Dandy. Well, that's better than good. I don't know how one does dandy, so I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you.
I'm smiling on the outside, but I'm actually frowning on the inside.
No, I'm so dead inside. Oh, getting creepy. What's up, man? What you got for me tonight, buddy?
Well, I thought Raw was good, but I really thought that Shane McMahon defined The Undertaker tonight by saying that he was the bitch of Vince McMahon. I really think that The Undertaker has become truly the bitch.
It's not real, Tommy. It's not real. It was scripted. You know that, right?
Yes, I know that.
The Undertaker's playing a role. I didn't have a problem with anything that happened as far as what he said. It's just, man, Shane was really bad tonight. I felt like it was just, awful. Did nothing for me. And what do you mean, Tommy NC? You think I'm a bitch for Vince McMahon? Don't you know, boy, I will pick you up and tombstone your ass. Holy God, we've just been joined by The Undertaker, Tommy NC 2010. I can't believe The Undertaker would dare talk to you in such a manner. Shut up, Dead on Dave, and let me talk to this fucking guy. Mark.
Let me tell you something. Mark. You're just a bag of bones. You're a formal man of what you used to be, and it's awesome when you come out to the stage, but that's what you are.
Are you mimicking my cadence? You were just mimicking my cadence. That was fantastic. It's like, I'm not going to do the impression, but I'll talk like this because you were talking like this. That was fucking awesome, man. Oh, that really made me happy. You made my heart smile, Tommy. Holy shit.
Well, yes, I can do this. I'd be like, Emma says you're a bag of bones, and that you're going to get your ass kicked by Shane McMahon. Take on Emma. Hello?
Yeah. Yeah, I had nothing. After that. You just scared me. You made my pubes fall out. My pubes fell. You owe me pubes, Tommy. You owe me pubes because you just made them fall out.
But I'll be in your dreams tonight, and I'll be in your couch looking at you with my testicles, watching you while you sleep.
You know what's fucked up about this voice? It sounds like it's from a Victorian era porcelain doll. Like, this is the voice that if, like, when the Victorian era dolls that would sometimes have the chip in there that was really poorly recorded, like on a goddamn phonograph, like an Edison fucking phonograph and shit. It's just like, oh my God. That's what it sounds like right now. Mary had a little lamb, but I ate it. Creepy. What else you got for me, Tommy, man? What else is going on in the world of Tommy NC 2010?
I got some more needle felt, and we're going to be making more creations, and I'm looking forward someday to make one of you someday.
Of what?
You.
Yeah, but what make me of what? What do you want to make me out of?
Needle felt. Of needle felt.
What the fuck's a needle cell?
You've never seen... Well, it's obvious you don't look at my Facebook then.
Of course I do. I look at your Facebook all the time, and that one thing you do with the and the other thing you do with the they're wonderful. Of course I do.
It's basically I take a needle and I stab this little ball, this little white piece of ball, and I form into something, a creation. And it has barbs on it. The needle has barbs on it.
Tommy, I don't think that you should be stabbing anything, personally. I just don't see what good can come if you're stabbing things. Even little, especially if you're stabbing balls. Tommy stabbing balls with needles. Like, somebody should be taking either the ball or the needle away. I feel that way.
And then when you stab yourself accidentally, it itches like fuck.
You stabbed yourself a little bit too deep. I don't know. Hey, but look, man, I appreciate the call. Tell all the kids where they can find you, and before I get you up out of here.
I am Tommy NC 2010. I've been on Tosh.0. And I've been on MTV's Made. Check out my channel, Tommy NC 2010. Help me to get to 5,000 subscriber, folks. Come over, give me a sub, and make sure you pat Dave on the head and give him a nice back rub, because the fact that
they could just sub to my channel, Tommy. They could just like the video or throw a donation my way. They don't need to give me a back massage. What the fuck? But hey, whatever. I appreciate it, Tommy. You're the man as always, buddy. You have yourself a funktaculous evening.
Don't touch his package. Don't touch his package at all.
Well, now you're depriving me, but that's all right. You have a good night. Have a funktaculous evening, Tommy NC.
You too. And right on Main Street, just like what's his face would say it.
I don't know,
Deadpool.
I don't know, but I gotta let you go.
See ya, buddy.
All right, buddy. Tommy NC 2010, everybody. He's my good buddy. Love that guy. All right. Pittsburgh, you get about 2 seconds. What do you want now, Pittsburgh?
Okay, you know what? Fuck the whole what's up thing. I'm just going to go right into it.
That's exactly what I want. I don't want you to say hello to me.
Okay, fuck it. Fuck it. Neville, how long do you think he'll be out for?
How the fuck could I possibly answer that question? We don't even know the injury. It looked like if it's an Achilles, he's out a year. If it's a knee, he's out a year. I mean, who knows? If it depends on how bad it is. If I had to guess, 3 months, 3 to 9 months. If I had to guess.
All right, and also Reigns looked good in his return tonight.
Everything was good. Everything he did tonight was wonderful. I love what he did tonight. Worked. I'm fairly certain he's gonna fuck it up on Thursday, but I like what he did.
What makes you think he's going to fuck it up?
I'm just going off of his track record.
Give the guy a chance.
What the fuck are you talking about? We have 3 years of chances. When has he not fucked it up? Let me ask you that. Let me ask you a question, all right? Let me play Barbara Walters for a second.
All right.
Name one time where he hasn't fucked up his momentum.
Where he hasn't?
Yeah. When hasn't he fucked up?
Okay. What was that pay-per-view? TLC. The Raw right after.
So he's still over? So he's still over today then? Wait a second. So he's still over then?
I think tonight he got a little bit.
Oh, really?
Like
so maybe you didn't understand the question. The reason why I said what I said is because he has a track record, and nothing that he's done where he's gotten over or people have helped get him over more accurately, nothing has sustained more than a week or two. Even when they made him the champion and Philadelphia begged him to become champion that night, it wasn't 3 weeks later when the whole thing went kablooey. Didn't work because he is not that talented. What?
What when he was in Shield?
Okay. When he was in the Shield, there's a lot of reasons why the Shield worked, okay? First, he never spoke in the Shield. Okay, that's one thing. Two, what was he in the Shield? You know what he was.
Badass.
He was a badass. Exactly. That's all he was. That's all he needed to be. Third, who did he have in the Shield with him?
Dean and Seth.
Yes, which formed one of the most well-rounded groups in the history of wrestling. And some people are going to be like, what the fuck did he just say? Think about it. You had almost an absolute perfect badass machine that just punched people and power bombed them. You had an incredibly charismatic talker that was able to captivate people and put everything out there in Dean Ambrose. And then you had the amazing worker who would do everything from Jeff Hardy spots to the amazing in-work carrying all of the load in Seth Rollins. It's one of the most perfectly balanced groups in the history of wrestling. So that's why he wasn't over. People weren't like, Roman and the Shield. No, eventually WWE was like, we need to highlight Roman because nothing else. In fact,
he's the guy.
They tanked fucking Dean Ambrose's United States title run to put an emphasis on Roman. Okay? That's how much that they were pushing this guy. That's how much. Laughing is not a good argument.
No, I thought that that tonight you were impressed with Reigns, and I was. You enjoyed his.
I am, but that's not what we're talking about.
Well, what's the problem?
Nothing's the problem. You're saying that this will not get fucked up. I just made a statement where I think he'll fuck this up soon. You told me he wouldn't, and then you gave me a bunch of nonsensical reasons that did not prove your point at all, and then I tore them apart and made you look like a jackass like I always do. I'm just recapping the night for you. That's all I'm doing. I'm just recapping it for you because I'm your friend.
Yeah?
Yes, I'm here for you.
Yeah.
Got anything else?
Yeah, calling me pretentious and shit.
Well, you're not being pretentious yet, but you know what? By continuing to fucking reference your pretentiousness, you're being pretentious. So other than that, I'm going to throw your big ass over the top rope. Have yourself a good night. Peace! God, he sucks. Doesn't he? He just sucks. You know, no matter, I'm crippled, right? I'm on a cane for the rest of my life. I got a spinal cord stimulator in my goddamn ass cheek going into my spine. But you know what? I'm not Pittsburgh boy. So there you go. There's always a plus. 718, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
If I did not have any respect for Chris Jericho, now I have it. He handled that so well. You have to. He handled it so well. And I think he was set to win the match, but then he had to have it DQ'd. So I think he handled it like a
He absolutely did. This is what Jericho does, man. I think he takes his role in the company very seriously. Very seriously. He was genuinely concerned. I thought he was going to just suck punch fucking Charles Robinson. Little Nate was about to get a fucking hole punched in his head by Y2J.
Was he really pissed at him?
It looked like it.
It really then he cussed him. The ref called DQ because he knew he fucked up by not calling the 3 count.
Yeah, because he stopped the count. He stopped the count, and Jericho lost his mind. He couldn't believe that he stopped the count. It was, you heard him scream, "What are you doing? He's hurt." You heard him say it.
I have a question. When the wrestlers rehearse their matches, do the referees the same referees that do the match? Are they with them, or they don't know what happens prior to that and they just call the match?
It depends on what happens when someone gets hurt. It depends on. Usually, the referee will. The referee is the first person to check on any wrestler when they get hurt, and the wrestler lets them know if the trainer can't get to him, and if it's something serious like tonight. This was instantaneous. Neville knew something was wrong, and you could tell he said to Charles Robinson and Y2J, "I'm fucked." Usually, that's all you have to say. So when that happens, the referee, usually at his own discretion, he'll say something to the guys like, "Okay, are we finishing or are we just ending?" And if it's a televised show, almost 10 out of 10 times, you're going to see them do what they did tonight and go with a roll-up. It's very similar to the Stone Cold Steve Austin Owen Hart situation, when Owen almost broke Steve's neck, and that was a time where the stretcher probably should have come out, the match should have ended, but instead we got the worst roll-up in history, and Steve won the Intercontinental title on that type of situation. So, these are very interesting situations, but I think overall it was handled the right way. I don't know why Neville kicked out. It looked like he kicked out, but I'm not sure if the angle was wrong. So I wasn't sure if he kicked out or if Y2J... Or I'm sorry, if Oscar or Charles Robinson just botched it. I don't know what happened. It was weird.
Yeah, you can tell. I saw it too when he punched Neville in the back. He fell down on his knee, and it's definitely a torn meniscus. That's the way I saw it.
He was grabbing at his ankle. I think he blew out his Achilles.
Well, anyway, let's get to the rest of.
That was your spot. That's what you got. That's it.
Okay, Dave.
You get one more thing. One more thing. Just because you were so gracious and you said, "Okay, well, one more thing." What you got?
Okay, I really love Owens on commentary, and I love that.
Yeah.
I love. Did you ever see the interview at the Fastlane when he's hiding in the back,
yes.
and then the interviewer finds him? He goes, "My head hurts." It's hysterical.
All right, what's your rating for tonight? Because now you ruined it. What's your rating for tonight?
Yeah, 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I appreciate the call, buddy.
All right, bye.
Take it easy, man. Oh, my God. Speaking of something weird that happened tonight, I'm going to bring in Matt J, but hey, Matt J, hang on a second. I got to rant for a second. At the beginning of the show tonight, towards the beginning, when Dean Ambrose was out there, did anybody else think that it was so fucking weird that they showed the instant replay of Dean's foot just barely being underneath the rope, and then they went and did the NFL thing with the line? What the fuck just happened? Asher just donated $400 to the channel. What just fucking happened? Asher's fucking 12. What just happened? I think I just got $400 donated to my channel, and I'm freaking. I don't even know what to say right now. I don't know if that's real. Asher donated $400. Says, "Hey Dave, I've had a great day. Here's fucking $400. I love you and your old friends like Joe. I love my life." I don't know if he's going to take that back. I have no idea what just happened, but I just got donated $400, and I don't know if I can accept that.
$400?
Yes.
I thought you said $4.
No,
shit.
400. 400. I'm gonna have to return that. I can't.
That's awesome.
There's no way I can accept that. I don't know what just happened. I don't think I can. It's got to be a false. It's either a false donation, or I don't know. Asher, if you're watching, call in, buddy, because that's. I don't know what to do with that. If that's real, he just helped me out in such a massive way because I'm doing a lot of upgrades to the channel right now. I don't know. I'm not spending a dime of that for a while. Let me tell you that. Asher, thank you very much. If that's legitimate, I'm speechless right now. I don't even know what I was talking about. Wow. Oh, he's in the chat. Asher's in the chat. He says, "No, keep it." Asher, where do you get that money from? Does your parents know? That's. Whew. All right. Wow. Oh God, woof. Matt, what you got for me, buddy? Whew.
Well, I really think it sucks what happened to Neville. I was really looking forward to seeing him in the Intercontinental title match, and it really does suck. But I think Jericho did the right thing trying to end it on a roll up, and that was pretty hilarious when he was yelling at Charles Robinson. I got a kick out of that. That was pretty good.
I really thought he was gonna punch Charles Robinson in the face. Man, I'm like, I can't even deal with things right now. That's unbelievable.
I'm really pissed that Neville might be out for WrestleMania. That really does suck.
Yeah, it sucks, man. And you know what though? This might end up giving us okay, now we're getting fucked with. Okay. Ashley just donated another $300. It's real. My Skype is uninstalled. When my laptop gets shut down, keep it. I love you guys. He's got to be fucking with me now. There's no way he just donated $700. There's no way he just donated $700. I know I'm getting trolled. I know I'm getting trolled. I have to be getting trolled. I have to be.
Yeah, there's no way.
There's no way I can accept this. Because that's... He donated another $300. This is... I'm... Whew, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm a little bit in shock here, but I gotta check this, and this has gotta be. I don't know. I don't know what to do with that. Thank you, Asher. I'm sure people are laughing at me right now, the way I'm reacting, because honestly, I don't know what to do with that. It doesn't seem right. You know, I don't know. Well, I'll figure that out. I'll figure that out after the show, I guess, man. That's, we'll see. All right. What else you got for me, Matt J?
I was actually pretty happy with Raw tonight, believe it or not. I mean, there really wasn't that much bad, and the stuff that was bad didn't really last that long, I thought. I don't know about you, but I loved the Triple H and Dolph Ziggler match. I really enjoyed that a lot. I actually thought it was better than Triple H and Ambrose, actually. That's just my opinion. But I loved the match, and the stuff with Roman afterwards was really well done, even though we got booed, which was kind of weird.
Yeah, I thought the whole night was good. I'm sorry that I'm not really able to concentrate right now, but Asher...
No, it's all right.
Asher,
it's all right.
I really appreciate what you did. I don't know why... You donated such a crazy amount. I don't know if I'm getting fucked with. Honestly, I don't care. I'm going to wait, and if the money clears, believe me, you guys are gonna know, because there will be some major upgrades to the channel. Major upgrades to the channel if this is legit. So I don't know. Matt, what's your rating for that? I enjoyed Raw too, man.
I'm going to give it a 7, and I think Asher deserves a golden day for that, honestly, if it's real.
Yes, that's exactly what I was about to do as soon as I'm done. I really do appreciate the call, Matt. You have yourself a real good night, buddy.
All right, man.
All right, man. So, Asher, if this is real, it's one of the most amazing things anything has ever happened. So, at the very least, you deserve this. At the very least, you have earned a golden Dave. I mean, Jesus. All right, wait. You at least one golden Dave. All right, okay, more than one golden Dave, right? Two golden Daves is two golden. I mean, at least two golden Daves, right? Holy God. 2 golden Daves. Wait, no. A third golden Dave. I think we need a third Golden Dave. Yes, for that donation of $700, if that's the case. This is one of the most incredible things ever. Chilling with Jay says XLT Podcast is better. I agree with you. XLT Podcast is the shit, man. Too Tall is my man. He should be calling in at some point. So there you go. Yeah. Whew. So I'm a little bit kerflubbered now. I apologize to everybody, but yeah, you know, we've been going for a while now, and $700 in donations tonight from Asher. You call in, Asher, and I'll let you talk about whatever you want for as long as you want. But man, just incredible. You changed the channel tonight, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. All right. So, we're going to continue taking your calls. It looks like we have XLT Live Podcast very own, my good buddy and friend, who I believe has passed 1,700 subs now tonight. Too Tall. What's going on, buddy?
No, I haven't passed 1,700 subs.
Are you sure? You were damn close.
Yeah, I don't think I did. I didn't check it, but I think I'm like 1694 or some shit.
I don't know. You were there earlier.
No.
1697 by my count.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
What's going on?
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Not much, man. I'm like fucking pissed at myself, dude. I don't think I did well tonight.
Really?
People like the show, but I'm pissed at myself. I don't think I did well tonight.
You know we're still live, right? You know that, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm giving you my fucking disappointment to everybody. So if I did bad and everybody thinks I did bad, sorry. Fuck.
Hold on, I gotta answer one quick question. Hold on. Chilling with Jay says, how do you donate money? Where do you click? Go right into the description box below. You'll see a donation link, and you just follow the donation link. I'm a little kerflubbered myself, but please go ahead and begin. Tell me what's wrong. What is ailing you, Too Tall? Jesus, I'm fucked up right now.
No, I'm just disappointed in myself. That's all. Can a man be disappointed?
Sure,
I guess.
fine.
I don't know. It is what it is.
Why are you Eeyore? Why are you my Eeyore?
I'm just a little disappointed. Can a bro be disappointed, man? That's all.
Yeah, but you're always disappointed.
I thought I had fun, but I just
every day
man.
I'm like, well, you know why? It's because you're so goddamn negative. Every day the world's falling down around you, and so now you've psyched yourself out.
I guess I don't fucking know.
I'm sure you did a fantastic job. People in chat are saying that your show's better than mine. So, I mean, obviously you're okay.
Oh, damn.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. And then Jonathan Montez comes over here and tells me Dave got donated this money.
Yes.
So, like, it stops me from doing my show, Jonathan Montez. And I'm like, I was going to close out in the next 5 minutes. And then so I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to close now because I got to go, I guess, see what the hell's going on or whatever. And
yeah,
all that shit.
I got donated $700. I don't know if it's legit. I'm not touching it until it clears, and probably not for a couple of goddamn weeks. I think I'm going to return it. I don't know what I should do here. I'm very conflicted.
If you got donated, it's a donate button. It's up to, you know, if he wants to retract it, he can retract it. I think I can return. You're going to return somebody giving you money because you did well?
Yeah, but he's like 12.
Is he 12?
It's Asher, yeah.
I don't know who that is.
You've talked to him before on this channel, I believe.
So you think he took his fucking parents' credit card and gave you
$700? I have no idea what happened. Who knows what is going on, man?
All right.
I'm very.
That's up to you, man. It's up to you, but
well, that's $700. That's a lot of money, and I'm just like.
You're okay with 5, but 700 is too much.
On air. I mean I'm doing all these upgrades to the channel. He just took care of everything. If this is legit, and Asher, all I can say is thank you. Either way, you made my night regardless. So thank you. Amazing, absolutely amazing. What else you got for me, Tuto? Keep going.
I was just. Oh, you got nothing? Then I guess just end the show.
My brain is shut off.
Oh, okay. But I don't know, man. I don't know about the donation. You should look into that. If he's a minor, then you got some problems. But
yeah,
I don't know.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you should think about that. But I mean, if you got nothing, then I'm sorry for calling, I guess.
No, you're good. How would you feel if someone just gave you $700? It's fucking.
Well, nobody's ever going to donate $700 to me, so I'm not worried about it.
I would have said the exact same thing.
Not fucking worried about it at all.
I am not touching it. Oh my God. I'm not touching it, but still.
I'm not worried about that shit.
All right, so Raw tonight, man. What did you think of Raw overall, man?
The first 40 minutes were good, and then you got Ryback. Then you got a Ziggler Triple H segment that was pretty good. But the best part was the first 40 minutes, hands down. Like the opening New Day defends their tag team titles was awesome, and then you get the Dean Ambrose, fucking Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman. The Paul Heyman promo was absolutely. Paul Heyman made it sound like it was, the main event. That was it. Like the street fight is the main event. He sold it like a beast. Yeah.
I mean, anything with Brock Lesnar should be it should feel like a main event caliber match, and they were able to do that. Hold on one second. Let's take this call. Just in case it's Asher, I want to make sure I take all these callers. 706, you're live with Dead on Dave and Too Tall. What you got? 706, live. Going once. And going 3 times. Nope, he's gone. I don't know what happened there. But, yeah, please continue, my good Too Tall.
I don't even know where it was.
Yeah, we were talking about the Ambrose and Heyman promo, which was fantastic.
That was the best part of the night.
I actually really liked the Mick Foley thing. It's one of my favorite returns he's ever made. It was short, sweet, and I loved it. I really did.
All right.
Really, really did. I thought the Triple H Ziggler match was really good. Roman Reigns, this is what we need to see out of him. Just be a monster. That's it.
Yeah.
That was not so bad tonight. I can deal with that.
I think to be honest with you, if you would have put anybody else in that situation instead of Roman Reigns, like let's say you put Dean Ambrose doing the same thing, the crowd would have been fucking absolutely on their shit. But it's Roman Reigns, and the crowd's going to react how they react for him, booing him and not liking him. That's I guess how it's going to go now. So fuck it.
Let's try 706 again. 706, you're live with Dead on Dave and Too Tall. What you got?
What I got was it looked like the New Day finally turned face on Raw tonight when they got beat down by the League of Nations.
It certainly seems that way. I mean, I don't know if they're going to be full on Uber faces like super happy and all that shit, but I do think that this was to draw the line between good and bad.
Yeah, because I never really seen the New Day as bad guys anyway, because it seemed like the fans, they love the New Day, whether they good or bad, because, everybody, they love Kofi, they love Big E, and they love Xavier Woods. It seemed like the New Day, they really don't get no heat anyway, because everybody loves them.
Well, you can love bad groups. I mean, look at the NWO. I mean, they were getting cheered everywhere, and they were lynching people.
Oh yeah,
and they were mobbing.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Then the other thing I want to talk about was that Triple H and Dolph Ziggler match was pointless. What the use of having that match? You knew Triple H was gonna beat Dolph Ziggler. You knew the way they've been treating Dolph Ziggler over the past few years. You knew he wasn't gonna go over Triple H, and they kept saying that if Dolph Ziggler wins, he'll get his big moment at WrestleMania in the match. But the thing about it, who would he be facing at WrestleMania?
Well, I mean, whoever he wanted. If he wanted to get himself in the Intercontinental title match, whatever he wanted to do. But whether or not it was going to be a predictable finish, that didn't mean anything. Because like you said, it was pretty predictable that Dolph was going to lose this match.
And another thing,
but the match was good. Wait. There's got to be a give and take. There's got to be a give and take. I don't want to have to throw you over the top rope.
But then what they should do is they should have Dolph Ziggler versus Bray Wyatt.
You're not listening to me, so I'm going to throw you over the top rope. Thanks for calling. Jesus Christ. You got to let me go. You got to let me talk a little bit, man. Too-Tall just said, fuck this. Too-Tall left. I don't know what the hell happened. Too-Tall, why did you leave me? Too-Tall. Oh, you left me. Oh, my God. Too-Tall left me. But I hope Too-Tall calls back in. What are you going to do? Crazy night tonight, man, all the way around. crazy, crazy night. I don't know what's going on. Raw was pretty damn decent. We're doing all kinds of crazy things here. I hope you guys had fun tonight. I'm completely kerflubbered. I'm sorry. I'm just like, the donation threw me off. It's completely thrown me off. I have no idea what to make of it. Let's take another call. Let's see if I can get this back on track here. 650, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got? 650, live with Dead on Dave. What you got? And he's got nothing. He's got nothing. So, yeah, everybody seems to be thinking that this is going into a prank type situation. I have no idea. 650, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got? Nothing. 650, going once. Nope. Tried with 650, but nothing happened. But the chat's been going crazy. Everyone's been hanging out. I really do appreciate everybody being cool tonight and hanging out and just relaxing with the copious fat man as we have a good day. You know, we're getting crazy. We got some insane donations. If it's true, we'll find out. Who knows? I'm going to try 650 one more time. 650, one more chance. You're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Yes. Sorry about that. My phone's tripping out.
Oh, it happens, man. What's up?
I didn't get to watch the show. I was watching a movie, Zootopia. I recommend it. Sorry. Now, was even the Wyatt family even in the show?
They did not appear tonight.
I just want to put that out there. I don't understand why they're not using the Wyatt family to what they're capable of doing.
I don't know. Tonight was a pretty packed show, though. To be fair, tonight was pretty packed.
Really? My thing is, the Wyatt family there's potential there, and they're using it the wrong way. And every pay-per-view I watch, I'm just pissed off every time. It makes me not even want to watch WrestleMania.
Yeah, the Wyatts are a tough sell sometimes.
I'm just wondering, they're building up the story with Brock Lesnar, yet Dean Ambrose is fighting him.
Well, I think Dean's a better fit, though. For to be fair, I think again, it's one of those weird things. I think Dean's a little bit better of a fit with Brock. You can't have a guy like Bray Wyatt in there because of just how much he's lost. And I know Dean was in that same category before, but I don't know. It's a conundrum because I think Bray's over, but nobody gives a shit about the rest of the Wyatt family. Nobody cares.
And that's the saddest part. I look at Luke Harper. I think Rowan, whatever his name is, the guy with the black sheep and the white sheep. I don't know why the fuck they're there. I'm sorry, excuse my French. I don't know why they're there.
Oh, don't worry about it. Fuck shit, cock balls. You're good.
I don't understand why they're there. They're just they're like protectors or what are you there for? You know, I don't understand. I look at Luke Harper. Luke Harper has work. He can work a match. You put him in a good person with a good person, he'll put you a 5-star match. And I think he needs just a little hump to go over. Bray Wyatt, I bought his gear, I bought his shit, and at WrestleMania 31 I was there, and it was just a shitty match, and I'm just like, this is what I paid to watch. Yeah. I watched Bray Wyatt give a shitty match. And I'm seeing this throughout the whole year. I started watching. Bray Wyatt has not been consistent. His promos are beastie, and then the match is just garbage. It's like, yeah, we don't like your idea, but go ahead, keep doing these promos for us, you know? And it's like, I'm like, when is he going to get the push for a tag? Whatever, give him a tag team match, you know? Like, I don't care. Just put him in the mix, put him somewhere, make something happen. And it just seems like we're seeing Usos, the Dudley Boys. Like, I'm sorry, I'm from the 90s. They were cool back then, not now, you know?
That's completely fair.
Push the New Day, you know? I'm an old school guy. I'm an old school wrestler, and, you know, I'm hoping that Shane McMahon wins and they bring back that, but I just don't see it. I can see Triple H doing something crazy and helping out The Undertaker win, and I see WrestleMania as a hot mess, and Monday night is going to be it's going to be better than WrestleMania.
You're a doom and gloomer, huh? That's all right, though. Tonight, All we can do is talk about what was good tonight, and there was quite a bit good tonight, regardless of what's going to happen at WrestleMania. We don't know. Real simple, it seems like WrestleMania is going to be mainly spectacle, but it's going to be interesting nonetheless, and I'm sure we'll have plenty of things to talk about in the future. Hope you call in some more, man. I appreciate your call.
No. You got a new sub. Put it that way.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you very much, man.
Have a good one, sir.
You too.
Enjoy your day.
Thanks, buddy. That was a nice call. He was going, man. Good stuff. All right. Well, I believe that's the end of the calls. I believe that is about going to do it for tonight. I'm going to try to call Too Tall back, man. I wonder why he left me. He got pissed off. I don't know what happened. Too tall, don't leave me too tall. Answer the phone, Too Tall. I don't know what happened. But, hey, look, make sure you go check out XLT Live Podcast over on the YouTubes. About to hit 1,700 subs. He's killing it right now. Also, make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. And I hope you guys enjoyed Raw tonight, man. I did. I thought it was a good show. And we've had some craziness happen towards the end. Let's take another call. 901. I believe you're going to be the last call tonight. You're live Dead on Dave. What you got?
Okay. Hey, Dave. How are you doing, man?
This Raw again?
Yeah, but you there?
Yeah, I'm here, buddy.
Okay, I just want to say that if that is fake, you deserve it. I just want you to know ahead of time. Like,
I appreciate that.
If it is real, we have our disagreements, obviously.
Yeah, most of that, though, is just me fucking with you, though.
Yeah, exactly. But I've been a long time watcher, and it's always I always watch pretty much all your videos unless they're like about hockey. No offense, I just it's not something I'm personally into. Yeah, exactly. I'm not really into sports, but I just like to let you know. You get a lot of fans. Something happens. All of our hearts are sinking for you.
Well, look, if it turns out to be fake or if he retracts it, that's completely fine. It just means that I didn't have I didn't have the 700 before I started the show, so that's true. That's a good way to look at it. Doesn't bother me at all. It gave me a good moment because I look like an idiot, but still, I look like an idiot most of the time anyway, so that doesn't bug me. It's kind of like the Dean Ambrose and the flutter knee throw. And if it is real, I have enough to make some huge changes to the channel that I've been wanting to for a long time. So for sure. Well, hopefully either way you get to make those changes and everything. I was just going to let you know that you get a lot of people in the chat supporting you and a lot of angry people if it doesn't happen. I appreciate it. Well, apparently he donated a lot to Joe Cronin tonight too, so it's crazy. I know that's what kind of worried me whenever I saw it. I was like, oh man, because at first it was kind of just like one thing. I was like, that's weird, but then after seeing that, I was like, oh, please don't be fake. Don't do that. Well, we'll see what happens. Okay, man. You never know. But hey, if it's real though, if it's real, kid. Who knows? Yeah, if it's real, he gives me hope for the next generation. That's what I was saying in the chat. Right. That's pretty much it. He gives me hope. Thank you, Asher, my future Jesus. That's oh my God, futuristic Jesus. We just named a band. We just named a band. Arnold Schwarzenegger in Future Jesus. He dies and then says on the third day, I'll be back. Somebody is going to name their band Futuristic Jesus, and I want a royalty check. That's fantastic. Played by Arnold Schwarzenegger. There you go. Hey, I appreciate the call, Rod. You have a good night. I figured I'd end on a positive note. Well, I appreciate that. You have a good night. All right, man. See you. Bye. I hope everybody's had a good night here on Dead on Dave Productions. I'm completely burned out. It's 6 o'clock in the morning here in Germany. And, man, we had one hell of a night. It's been crazy. Raw was great. We got some crazy donations. I'll keep you updated. Believe me, if it's real, you guys will know about it because it's a game changer for the channel. So we'll see what happens. Make sure you're checking out everything on the channel. Hopefully you guys who are new, you're subbing, you like video games, this is your place. I got all kinds of video game stuff. We're going to be playing more and more WWE 2K16. The first few videos of that should be coming out. I'm upgrading my computer currently. Hopefully that's going to help me be able to do more things just a little bit. So all kinds of good stuff coming. Make sure you guys are checking it out. Maybe some Pokemon this weekend. This is sometime this week. We have episode number 2 of Touch 'Em All on Friday. We're going to have a new Friday Night Scares Layers of Fear Part 2. All kinds of good stuff. So I hope you guys are here throughout the rest of the week. Like, subscribe, and share, man. Put this out on Twitter. Let everybody know the Copious Fat Man is here going crazy. So thank you guys very much. We are getting out of here. I'm exhausted. Like, subscribe, and share. And as always, if you don't have talent, have talented friends. Keep it copious. Wow. Thank you, Asher. Peace.